All right. Am I audible? Can you all hear me, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome for today's continuous discussion on chapter 10 of Bhagavad Gita. So now we are doing ongoing seminar on what they call in Gita Gyan. Gita Gyan. And again, just want to check out Vivo V2333. May I know your name? Maybe you can just rename yourself so I know. Okay. All right. So today is a fantastic day, very auspicious day. Very auspicious day. Today is Ekadasi. On this Ekadasi day, as we have read the day, to speak about Bhagavad Gita and to understand Bhagavad Gita, to study Bhagavad Gita is very auspicious. And just now, the song that I put, Gopi Geet from Srimad Bhagavatam, it's a very, very auspicious song, especially to be sung on Ekadasi. All right, today is Ekadasi. For those who don't know what is Ekadasi, Ekadasi means it happens every 11 days, waning and waxing moon. So it's a very auspicious day to fast. Okay, how we fast? Some people fast from water. Some people fast by taking fruits and roots. All right. I mean, in other words, we become fruitarian. On these days, the day that we become fruitarian. Okay. So on this day, what other thing that we do? We will try to avoid. We try to avoid taking any kind of grains. All right. Okay. So now let's start our session today. Chapter 10. It's a very beautiful chapter. Slideshow. All right, chapter. Just give me a second. All right. So ISKCON Malaysia proudly presents Gita Gyan. And today we're going to go to chapter 10. Before that, let's take darshan from Sri Sri Gauranitai. Right, from Vrindavan. Vrindavan deity, such a beautiful deity. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Tyananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Shri Gaura Bhaktavrata. Om Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaurati Se Namaha. And is Krishna Balaram and Radha Krishna, all from Vrindavan. Such a beautiful deity. Let's take darshan. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kantanam Stuti Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavani Sri Vrishabhanusteri Pranamami Haripriye. Okay, let's do our invocation prayer. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasa Chiristarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shri Gaura Bhaktavranda. Let's chant together 3 times. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Today we dedicate this program to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And this program also will be inspired by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. And also we dedicate this program to His Grace Anadi Jagannath Prabhu of Bengaluru ISKCON Shishadipuram, creator and brainchild of the Essence of Gita Gyan program worldwide. All right, let's look at today's Gita Mahatmya. See what it says here. Ye Shrinvanti Patantyeva Gita Shastram Aharnisham Nate Vai Manusha Nyeya Deva Rupa Na Sangshayaha. All right. So what does that mean? Deva Rupa Na Sangshayaha. So that means what? It says those who listen or recite the scripture of the Gita day and night. Okay, they should no longer be considered as ordinary human, right? Na te vai manusha nyeya. They cannot be considered as ordinary human. Human. They are actually the divine beings. Of these, there's no doubt, right? So there's another thing. That means you are, when you study Bhagavad Gita day and night, you are actually improving yourself, right? You are no longer a human being. That means you are going to the level of devatas, or you are going into the divine being. Because if you want to go back home, back to Godhead, to Vaikuntha Loka onwards, your requirement is you have to be zero anarthas or zero unwanted things. That means you become a perfect human being. And this perfect human being is quite rare in this material world now, right? But if you can become, if you're going to study like that, you are not to be considered just like another normal human being. That is how powerful is Bhagavad Gita, right? So now we see from here, the chapter 6 to 12 are the essence of Gita. If one is fortunate to understand the Gita, especially this middle 6th chapter, the middle 6th chapter, that means you're talking about now, in the association of a devotee, then his life at once becomes glorified beyond all penance. That means his life becomes glorified beyond all penance, sacrifice, charity, and speculations. So that means you could have done all kind of penance, you can do all kind of sacrifice, you can do all kind of charity. If you just could understand the middle 6th chapter, you are glorious. And especially in chapter 10. In chapter 10, it's a very, 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 very auspicious chapter, because here we're going to speak on Chatur Sloka. The Chatur Sloka. In the 4 slokas, Krishna is going to explain the entire summary of the Bhagavad Gita. All right, they call it as Chatur Sloka. All right. So this is the verse that we're going to study in chapter 8. It's very auspicious. Right. So now let's look at the understanding of Gita today. Just what is Bhagavad Gita? Just what is Bhagavad Gita? The purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to deliver mankind from nations of material existence. All right. What is nations means? Nations means ignorance. We are all under the spell of ignorance. All the things that we own, we think it's ours. How to understand this? Even the body that we are living in is not ours. Okay. When someone asks, if I ask you whose hand is this, we say my hand. Whose dress is this? My dress. Whose phone is this? My phone. Who are you? I am so and so. So the word mine means something that belongs to you, but you're not that. Right? I usually like to give this example. Right? Say a person had an accident and lost his arms. His arm was severed. Right? After he recovered, I'll bring the arm to him. Hey, this is your hand. Do you remember your hand? Oh, yeah. So what I do, in front of him, I take a knife and start to chop the hand. All right? I take the knife and start to chop the hand right in front of him. Okay? Now you see your hand here. I take one knife, chopping, poking. Will you feel the pain? What do you think? Do you think he'll feel the pain? You understand what my question?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
You'll feel the pain. Will you feel the pain?
Yes.
How can? The hand got severed from the body. The hand got cut off.
Then no pain.
No pain, right? So that means as long this hand is attached to the body, the hand is functional. Once the hand is out of the body, you can chop, you can cut everything. So what we can understand from this? We are not this body. All right? We are not this. This body is given to us. All right? The body is given to us. But actually, we are not this body. Right? But the problem is we are all under the understanding. Now you see the recent attack in Australia. All right? Why? What is that? What is the hatred? Because the hatred, when they start to identify themselves with the body. I am this, I am that, right? I am so. So these are the people who born in this part of the world is going to be my eternal enemy. Right? So we are all under this kind of the spell of ignorance. All right? So the Bhagavad Gita idea is to deliver man from nations of material existence or the ignorance of material existence. Every man, all right, is in difficulty in so many ways. All right? I have not seen a man who never had any difficulty. Some or other, they are under difficult situation. So Arjuna was also in difficulty. in having to fight the battle of Kurukshetra. Arjuna surrendered unto Sri Krishna, and consequently the Gita was spoken. Right? Because of that, the Bhagavad Gita was spoken. Okay? Not only Arjuna, but every one of us in full anxieties. Right? Every one of us in full anxieties. Okay? Because of this material existence. Right? We are always in anxiety. Next day we wake up, we hear the sound. Suddenly at night, if someone calls you, you become like, Gabra, why are you calling me this time? Is it all okay or not? Or sometimes. So these kind of things, all in great anxiety because of the material existence. Now, our very existence in this atmosphere of non-existence. So we are existing in the place, in the atmosphere that actually doesn't exist, non-existence. Because this place is the place of matter. Made of matter. We discussed that day, right? Made of matter. Actually, we are not meant to be threatened. Actually, we are not meant to be threatened by the non-existent. We are not to be threatened by the non-existent. Our existence is eternal. We are eternal being. But somehow or other, we are put in asat. Asat means refer to the which does not exist. Right? Does not exist means the thing that doesn't last. Asat. Right? All the time, like if you go to Penang Island, you see such a opulent building and all the building, someone made a fortune, and from the fortune, he built a huge bungalow, and now the bungalow has become abundant. Right? So everything, so all the effort that we put in and everything, somehow or other, it doesn't make sense. All right. So we have to come out of that kind of ignorance. All right. So that is the goal of Bhagavad Gita, because in Bhagavad Gita, we are talking about self-realization. Understand yourself. Who are you? What you are. All right. So that is the goal of Bhagavad Gita. So now we're going to speak on the opulence of the Absolute. What is that opulence of the Absolute? Okay. How opulent is Krishna? So that we can meditate, we can think on the thing. Okay. Now, so chapter 10, remember the Lord. Chapter 10 describes the Lord's opulence on which a devotee can fix his mind. And how to remember him when we see when we see opulent, powerful and beautiful things in the world, right? How we could always be fully in Krishna conscious. 10.1 Sri Bhagavan Huvacha Bhuya eva mahabaho Shrinnu me paramang vachaha Yatte hang priyamanaya Vakshami hita kamyaya. The Supreme Personality of God, listen again. He told Krishna, Arjuna, he said, listen again. All right? Listen again. Okay? Oh, mighty armed Arjuna. Bhuya eva mahabaho. Mighty armed. Because you are my dear friend. Again, he repeating. That day he said what? Because you are not anxious and you are not envious of me. I'm revealing you the topmost secret in chapter 9. In chapter 10, he's saying, look here. Because you are dear to me. Bhuya eva mahavashrunu me paramam vacha. Right? And for your benefit, I shall speak to you further. Right? So why is the thing? Bhuya eva? Okay. Shrinu me paramam vacha. Vachaha. Speak. I speak to you further. What I'm going to do? Giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained. So in chapter 10, what are we going to say? Krishna is saying, now I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that better than what I have already explained. So now you start to see, you're going to understand, you're going to know something which is far beyond as what we have learned so far. Right? So now, then Krishna continued, 10.2. Name vidu suragana prabhavana maharishayaha ahang adirhi devanang maharishi namcha sarvashaha. Okay, before I continue, I want to ask, right? Let's see. Let's recap. What is this? What does this mean? Can anyone tell me? Sura. What is Sura? Don't tell me it's a shark. In Tamil, Sura means shark, right? Not shark. What is Sura? Can anyone recall? We had a discussion yesterday. Sura.
The demigods?
Yes. All right. Why? Sura means demigods or devatas. All right. The opposite of Sura is
Asura, Asura.
Asura. Correct. So the opposite of they is Asura. All right. Now, okay. Because when we start to read these and we start to understand, you somehow or other can capture. All right. You can start memorizing the verses. Right. Name vidu suraha. What is this? Hey, what's happening? Oh, okay. Wrong one. Okay. So, Name vidu sura gana prabhavam na maharishayaha aham adir hi devanam maharishinam cha sarvasha. So, what Krishna says here, right? Neither the host of the demigods nor the great sages, that means Maharishi, Maharishiya, okay? Great sages know my origin or opulence. Okay? They can't find my they can't find my origin or opulence. Okay? They can't find my origin or my opulence. Okay? Then he says, right? They can origin my opulence, for in every respect, I am the source of all the demigods and the sages. Right? Aham adir hi devanam. Aham adir, I am the one that providing hi devanam and also Maharishi. So neither the host of the demigods nor the great sages know my origin or opulence. For in every respect, I am the source of the demigods and sages. All right. Then let's see what Krishna says next. Then we are jumping to 10.7. In 10.7, Krishna explained, Etang vibhutim yogam cha mamayo vetti tatvataha so vikalpena yogena yujyate natra sangshayaha. Right? So what Krishna says here, one who is factually convinced. That means what is factually convinced means? That means you're convinced with evidence, not sentiment. All right. So who is with facts and figures, convinced of these opulence of mystic power of mind? What they do, they engage in the unalloyed devotional service. Okay. And of this, there's no doubt. Okay. So those who are factually convinced of this opulence, when they start to understand the opulence of God, and of course, and all his mystic powers, what they do, they engage in unalloyed devotional service. Of this, there is no doubt. All right. Okay. Now we are starting Chatur Sloki. This Chatur Sloki is very, very, very important, because this is the very important thing. I want everyone to mark your book 10.8 or ready somewhere. Then later you can listen. That is the declaration. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvang pravartate iti matva bhajante mang buddha bhava samanvitaha. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvang pravartate iti matva bhajante mang buddha bhava samanvitaha. Right? I am the source. Then Krishna is making a declaration. Aham sarvasya. I am sarva, prabhavo, pragasam. All right? Matta sarvam pravartate. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Okay? Everything emanates from me. What is emanate? Like we said, okay, later I'll explain to you what is that. The wise who perfectly know this, the intelligent one who perfectly know this, what they do? They engage in my devotional service. Right? And worship me with all their hearts. All right? 10.8. Do any one of you want to try to recite this verse? Any one person? You want to recite this verse? It's very auspicious to recite, especially on Ekadasi. All right? Anyone want to try?
Can I try, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji.
Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha.
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 Okay. Yes. Okay. Please read the translation.
I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts.
Worship me with all their hearts. Thank you, Mataji. Worship me with all their hearts. That means just like not an ordinary kind of worship. That means when they understand this, they worship me with all their hearts. Okay. So now you see, yesterday we had a discussion. I hope 2 days ago, right? I hope you remember that. Karana Dakshai Vishnu. First expansion after the Viraja river, after the spiritual sky, you see Karana Dakshai Vishnu. And this Karana Dakshai Vishnu lives in the place called Karana Ocean. In this Karana Ocean, you see from his nose, from the hand and everything, lots of bubbles are coming out. Lots of bubbles are emanating from Krishna's body, Vishnu's body. Right? They are emanating, all the things, all coming out. Then what Karana Dakshai Vishnu did? Then after he into every bubble, right? See, like this one bubble, he enters into one bubble. He enters into every bubble available, he enters. He expands himself. He enters into every bubble. So in bubble he enters, in per bubble he enters, he stays at the bottom of the universe. And here we call it as Garbho Dakshai Vishnu. Just remember the Garbha, the pregnancy Garbha. So he's a Garbho Dakshai Vishnu. He stays at the bottom. From his navel appear Lord Brahma. Right? Lord Brahma appears here. So once Lord Brahma appears here, and yeah. Someone say something? Abhirami. Oh. Okay. Right. So from his navel up to Lord Brahma, in between Brahma to Vishnu, in between there are 14 planetary systems. All right. Now let's look at the planetary system here. So there is a middle planetary system, higher planetary system, and lower planetary system. All right. Higher, middle, lower. When we are in the middle planetary system, we call Burloka or planet Earth. When you go up, all right, when you are moving up in that direction, okay, see from here you are moving up. You're moving up to upper planetary system. So what do you see here? What are the lokas? First loka above first is called Bhuvar Loka. In that Bhuvar Loka planet is the planet there. The Rakshasas and the ghosts lives there. Right? Above first is Rakshasa and the ghosts. All right? They live in the place called Bhuvar Loka. Now is Bhur Loka. Up is Bhuvar Loka. Rakshasa and ghosts. And above that Bhuvar Loka is another place called Svarga Loka. Svarga Loka or Indra Loka, heavenly planet. This is the place where the 33 million demigods and demons are living. All right? All the devatas and all the demigods, all this place, all living at this sphere. All right? If you see here, can you see the sphere? A round sphere. So that's all surrounded by all these things. All right? Then above that Svarga Loka, this place called as Mahar Loka. Right? Then above that place we call as Jana Loka, the sages. Then above that is called Tapa Loka, where all the great rishis and mahans will go there. At last, the last abode, we call it as the Satya Loka, the place Lord Brahma. So this is the Satya Loka where Brahma lives. Okay. If you can't see, if the thing is not clear, please tell me immediately. All right? This is the place. Can you see the mark here? Okay. This is the place where Satya Loka is. Okay. Now, below the Burloka, what is that? Below the Burloka, Earth planet, we see Atala. We see Vitala, Sutala. Okay, now before that, can you see all these, what they call? Can you see all this sphere here? You see, right? So that means it's surrounded. That means all this surrounded. You see Atala Loka. You see surrounded by Vitala Loka, right? Like that. Okay, now. Okay, now, then below that Atala, Vitala, Sutala, then Tala Tala. then Mahatala, then Rasatala, then Patala. All right. This Patala divided into two. One is Piturloka, another one is Nargaloka. Like that, there are 7 planetary systems. Now, did you get it?
Prabhuji?
If you don't get it, I will
Yes,
speak
Prabhu.
again. Yes, Chong Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Speak
Hare
up.
Krishna, Prabhu. Sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. I just wondering, okay, this planetary system is there, and then the Swaroka. Now, where is the Milk Ocean?
Yeah, coming.
Okay.
I'll explain to you later. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. Shobha?
Hare
Yes.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
The story of the Bali Maharaj pushed down to the lower part,
Yeah.
is it which level is it?
Oh, he asked a good question. Can anyone help me with that? He go to the place, I think Piturloka, in one of the lokas. I will get back to you on that.
Okay.
Nice
and
question, Mate. Yeah.
Can I ask one?
Definitely. You have all rights to ask.
Thanks. So the Bhuvar Loka above planet Earth, Rakshasa.
Why there's a ghost?
Yeah, why is there ghost? Because I thought all
I
the
want somebody to ask that question.
not so pleasant ones are all at the bottom, but then they are higher up. And then you
Good.
also mentioned yesterday in the partial for Brahmadev's day and night, from earth and below is the one gets destroyed. So it seems like the Rakshasa and the ghosts are enjoying just like the Shwargaloka.
Okay. You say enjoying. Let's see whether they're enjoying or not. All right. Thank you so much for being very observant. I like that. So I was just triggering. I hope somebody will ask question. Good, you have asked that question. Okay, now let's look at this. Your question triggers to some understandings. Okay. Now, before we go there, let me explain to you something. Right now you see the thing here. What do you call this, Shobha? What is the word?
Subtle.
Okay. And the middle planet is what?
Subtle and gross.
Gross. And the lower planet is?
Gross.
Gross. All right. So what is subtle means? Something which can't be seen with your naked eyes. You got it, Mataji?
Okay.
You can't see with your naked eyes. Can you see ghost? Can you see wind? Can you see all that you can't see by naked eyes?
Yeah.
So when you look at the higher planetary system, as you go up higher and higher and higher, you are you don't have any gross body. You become more and more subtle. You got it?
Okay.
In this material body, you have this thing called subtle and gross. So I am a subtle. I got two kinds of body: subtle body and gross body. All right.
Okay.
When you go below, you have only more and more gross. So what does that mean? See, when we are in this middle planetary system, our identification with the body is very strong. Can we not believe that we are not this body? We can't believe that. Yes or not?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, you talk. Yeah, okay. We theoretically understand I'm not this body. But can we really believe in that? Can we really? Because the attachment is still there. Even that we have that half subtle and gross. But when you go below to the lower planetary system, it becomes more and more gross. So you have more and more attachment. You have more and more bodily. Right? So here the suffering is even bad. All right? Just imagine now you are a driver of car. What happens if you become car, like Transformer? Have you seen the Transformer cartoon?
Okay.
You have seen or not? How old are you, Mataji?
Old.
I mean, nobody's seen you. No worries. Nobody knows you because you don't own your camera. That's why I cannot guess your age. Yeah? 40s above? 50s
Yes.
above?
Yes.
Yes means 50 above.
40s above.
40s. Okay. Then you should know the Transformer. Okay. You know the Transformer, the robot himself turned into a car. Yes or not?
Yes.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
So when you go down, you become Transformer. That means there's no subtle. All right. But here it is, in the middle planetary system, you have subtle and gross combined.
Okay.
Sutala. Oh, okay. Ananda Sundari Mataji says Sutala Loka, right? So he went to Sutala Loka. Is it? Okay, anyway, I need to confirm that because I really didn't pay attention to that. Okay. Now let's look at this. What is the subtle and gross and gross? So now I'm going to explain to you. I mean, okay, today I have to check the time because I am afraid today is a working day. I don't want to drag a lot of time. Okay, now okay. Now, when you look at this, first, as we have discussed before, we have this body called gross body. Okay, we have a gross body, and inside the gross body, we have another body called the subtle body. We have the subtle body, and inside the subtle body, there lives the spirit soul, which is in full consciousness and this thing, right? That's a spirit soul lives inside here. Okay. Now, when you look at this, the subtle body, the subtle body is made of mind, intelligence, then ego. Ego means identification. Not that ego that we understand from our normal term. Hey, why are you so egoistic? It's not that ego that they are referring to, right? So this is the subtle body. Okay. So the subtle body is like this. Okay. This is what you can see in this subtle body. All right. Okay. Now let's look at the gross body. The gross body is made of what? Gross body is made of
5 elements, Prabhu.
huh?
5 elements, Prabhu.
5 elements. That is air, water, ether, fire. Okay. What they call 5 elements, Ganesh?
Panchabhuta.
Very good. Panchabhuta, right?
Yes.
Bhuta, right? The 5 material element ingredient. Okay. The first thing is 5 element. Then what else? What else made of? Then it is Panchabhuta. Then it has 5 indriyas or senses. All right. Eye, ear, nose. All right. 5 senses. Indriyangal. Eyes, nose, and everything. Then it has what? 5 working senses. 5 working senses. What does that mean? 5 working senses. That means what? Your voice, your throat, your 2 hand, 2 leg, your anus. All right? Your anus and genitals. These are the working senses. Are you following me?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, you understand, eh? Your voice, hand, leg, anus, and genitals. These are the working senses. Then you have another thing called 5 knowledge. C-U-I-R-I-N-G. 5 knowledge acquiring senses. That means you learn through your senses. That means you learn through the eyes, you learn through the nose and all this. Sometimes you see, hey, there's something, hey, gas leaking. All right. So how you know gas leaking? Through the nose. Right? When you see the doctor, or expert doctor, one look, they can tell what is the problem because it's trained by seeing. Okay. So that means, therefore, there are total 20 element in gross body. In gross body. Okay. 20 element. And there's another thing called pradhana, or that means elements that given to be used as required. Right? They call pradhana. So what is pradhana? Pradhana means number one, right? Pradhana means, okay, Pradhana means mode of goodness, mode of passion. Then number three is mode of ignorance, right? Ignorance. So when you see all these elements is group upon your what? Group upon your gross body. You got it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
All the while we're thinking, hey, I only got five senses. No, you got more than that. You got five. No, you got five element, five senses, five working senses, five knowledge acquiring senses. There's 20. Then you have another three pradhana, which call is mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. So there are total 23 elements in your system, in your gross body. You know, in your gross body. And you know what? Since we are talking about this, I also like to add on. All the trouble in life actually come from the subtle body. The trouble actually come from the subtle body. The trouble doesn't come from these five senses. You see. Okay, how we can understand the five senses? In a car, there's two front light. There are four tires. There is a 3 brake light. There are 4 doors. And they have a seating. I mean, they have a, what they call? Safety belt. They got a steering. All these combined upon a car. So similarly, all these combined. So when we are in trouble, when we become frustrated in life, you know, we become so frustrated, we cannot take it anymore. Okay, I'm stuck with this loan shark. I'm stuck with this some humiliation. You know, I'm stuck with humiliation. I cannot take it. I want to. So what happened? The mind will give intelligence. All three of them will discuss and say, yes, never mind, just commit suicide. Okay, let's die. So actually, if you really look at it, when a person commits suicide, what actually the person are killing? The person are killing the wrong element, which is called as the gross body. They're killing the wrong element. All right? You deprive of all these things. You deprive of all these things. That's it. But your actual trouble is coming from your mind, intelligence, and ego. All right? Your actual frustration, everything is come from mind, intelligence, ego. So these material senses are basically your material senses are basically given to you to express what your mind, your intelligence, and ego thinks. Right? So when we kill the gross body, so now what happened? Okay, now if we say, like for instance, if we when you go towards the bottom part, that means you're going to the below that below the what they call you go below the what do you call it, the Bhuloka, I mean below the earthly planet. Just now we saw is more what more of what? Gross. So you go below, it becomes more and more gross. It becomes even more thicker. All right? It becomes even more thicker. So and thicker and thicker. So eventually, like this. So it becomes even more thicker. So that means the subtle and the subtle stuff, it is not so active. I mean, it is you don't have the subtle element. So the 5 element, the 5 senses, the 5 working senses, the 5 knowledge, this thing will act in a full swing. Okay? Act in a full swing. Here, your 5 senses, like 5 senses, 5 working sense knowledge, all these are highly elevated, extremely elevated. Until you go to the lowest planet, the hellish planet, you go into the body 100% gross. In that body, if a small touch like this, it's feel like the pain of death. It pains extremely painful. A person cannot take it. Horrifying pain. But the problem is cannot die. Right? They cut the hand off. The person will scream with so much of pain. Just imagine, just now a small cut here. All right, somehow or other we can tolerate. But there, a small cut here is just like cutting the throat. All right? So it become more and more gross. You got it?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Now, what happens if you are going upwards? All right. Now you're going upwards. That means you're going towards the upper planetary system. That means you are going to the place upwards. So it's becoming more and more subtle. In that subtle form of body, okay, the first thing before one step above us is the place where you live in a subtle form. You live in a subtle form. And what is the environment for the subtle form? The ghost and the Rakshasas. The man-eating Rakshasas. The ghost. These are the things who don't have gross body. So they go to the planet one step above us. And we have studied yesterday or day before yesterday, right? A person who worships ghost and spirit, what will happen? Bhuta yanti bhutva. What is that? When we worship ghosts, what will happen to us?
We also return to a ghost.
We'll go to the abode.
Yeah, we don't turn
Ghost
into ghosts,
abode.
but you go and stay among them. Yes or no? You take birth among the ghosts. Correct or not? Yes or not? Do you remember?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
So
Prabhu.
when you go and take birth among the ghosts, what will happen? I mean, what does it mean by go and take birth among the ghosts? That means the ghost is going to get married, going to produce children, and we born to them. Where? That means what? We go into Pulia Maram, the tamarind tree, Pulia Maro, or what? What else the ghost stays? No? We go to the planet where the ghost lives. We go to the planet. And once we go to the planet, for 7 generations, you are not granted human form or any gross form. And they suffer so terribly and so miserably. Right? So, the one that stays here as a ghost, that means the quota has not arrived. Say a person supposed to live for 100 years, 80 years. Unfortunately, the fellow had an accident and died age of 30. He died age of 30. So what happened? So until his lifespan, his quota is 80. But 30, he died. For the next 50 years, he have to still roam around. Roam. Until he finish his quota. What happened? A person commits suicide. All right. His lifespan given, say, 50 years, 70 years. Because of some silly problem, 20, he commits suicide. For the next 50 years, he'll be roam. After he complete the quota, miserable quota here, then you go to the place, the Boerloka. And once go there, that's it. At least 500, 600 years, they live in that horrifying condition. You got it? Now you understand what does it mean by that?
But it is next to Swarga, even though it's a very bad place.
The Swarga is very, very far away. They are just above us. That means there's a planet for allocated for the ghosts because it's subtle. It's in a subtle area.
Okay.
Right?
So they are also suffering, and the planets below us, they are also suffering. Because you
Yes.
see, they have a lot of, the gross body is very, very thick. So the subtle body, they are also suffering in the subtle form. The one lower than Buloka, they are suffering the total gross body.
Correct. And we also suffering in a human form.
Okay.
All of us are suffering equally. So far, you understand this?
Yes, Prabhuji.
All right. So this is the 5 Panchabhuta. This is going to be the next topic. All right. Next on the following verse, we're going to discuss about these 20 elements. We go there further. All right. Any questions so far? Anyone? Where are you from, Shobha Mataji?
Kajang.
Huh?
Kajang.
Oh, you are the one sending me the message, is it? You're from Kajang. Oh, there's many people from Kajang join. Okay. Right. So now, okay. Now let's go back to the screen. now you see. So how the suffering actually comes, right? When you see the thing, right? The Boerloka, the time where the Pralaya, when the Pralaya will happen, the annihilation, partial annihilation happen when
The day and night of Brahmadev.
Where? Day and night. When? Shobha Mataji, speak up.
The day and night of Brahmadev.
Not day and night, the night.
The night.
When Brahma goes to bed, that's when the half partial annihilation. Not day and night. Day he creates. At night, everything will destroy.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay. You're almost there. And do you know something in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2 is mentioned. If you can understand this, even in a very vague way, you are considered, it is a liberating this thing. Because have you attempted to study this before? Any one of you attempted to study this before? Of course, Mataji,
Yes,
you are
Prabhu.
new.
Yes, Prabhu. But it's quite very difficult to understand that canto.
So did you understand or not?
Yes, partially, but not totally. But today you are explaining, at least I'm getting it.
Because when I tried to study, I was very confused until I feel like I want to faint. I was thinking, what this guy trying to talk? Right? Then after that, all these understood from Prabhupada's paper. No? Okay, now. In partial annihilation, these things all destroyed. You got it? When Brahma goes to bed. Swarga Loka upwards, survive. Below, gone. You got it? All right? So that's the thing. Okay. Now let's look at this. Okay. Now we have to discuss that. So before we spoke about Karna Daksha Vishnu, who creates the bubble. Then in each bubble, there is this kind of 14 planetary system. Right? In this planetary system, we are stuck. Okay. We are here at the top and bottom. And this is where we are struggling. And the one that stays here is Karna Daksha Vishnu. Sorry, Garbo Daksha Vishnu. You see the word Hare Krishna here. So the chanting of Hare Krishna, even you are somewhere in Burloka, I mean this earth planet, your chanting even can go and penetrate all this universe and goes through this, penetrate all this thing and can go up to Vaikuntha Loka. All right. Anyway, we don't go into that detail. All right. Now, okay. So far, so good.
Prabhuji, the Garbo, the Shaya Vishnu, it's below Patal, is it? There is a different place.
See, below Patal, he is at the bottom of that universe. He's lying down there.
Is there a name for that?
Garbo Ocean.
Oh.
All right. This area, can you see the water here? It's called Garba Kadal. Garba Ocean.
It's just him and Sri Lakshmi. Just
yes.
Only that.
Yeah, but of course, all the associate is there. He doesn't. Can you see all the Shesha? There's millions of Shesha will be singing all the glories of Krishna. Okay. Of course, he got all his associates. Of course, they cannot draw all these because Vishnu doesn't come alone. He comes with all the associates.
Okay.
Right? So at the bottom of the ocean is lying down, and from the navel appear this Vishnu, this Brahma, and all the other planets are in between. Okay?
So from the navel, the stem of the lotus goes through all the way the middle Bhuloka,
Top.
and then Brahmadev stays at the Satyaloka.
Satyaloka is the highest place.
That's where the lotus ends.
Yes. There's no planet above Satyaloka.
The lotus stem is not visible to anybody.
Definitely not. Definitely not. You must have the eyes. Of course, later in chapter 11, you understand universal form.
Okay,
in chapter 11, universal form, Krishna will be explaining. I give you the divine eyes so you can see what's happening.
Okay.
All right?
Sorry, I took too much time.
What is it?
Sorry, I took too much time.
No, not at all. Not at all. Please. This is how you trigger intelligence. You trigger knowledge. You trigger learning. Ask question. Don't hesitate not asking question. All right? So now you see, it's like this. Right? So now, after that, he created the entire loka. He created everything. Now he have to create things that they can go on an auto run. Right? They have to create. That means every cell, everything, all must be activated. So then what he did, the next, he appeared less Shiro Dakshai Vishnu. Shiro Dakshai Vishnu. Shiro Dakshai Vishnu means what? Right? In this place, you see, when Lord Lord Vishnu is here. So what happened? From here, he went to this one particular place. Okay, in somewhere in this creation, and there he went and created this place called what? Created a Vaikuntha here. What do you call this place? Let's see.
Sweda Deep.
Sweta Dweep. Correct. Wonderful. Fantastic. All right. Sweta Dweep. So Sweta Dweep, what happened? He went there. He appeared there as a Shiro Dakshai Vishnu. He went there and appeared there as a Shiro Dakshai Vishnu. Okay. And who's the Shiro Dakshai Vishnu? Now let's look at that. So Shiro Dakshai Vishnu has three distinct. That means number one, he is the one that lives as Paramatma. He is the one as Paramatma enters into every heart. Okay. Number two, he is the Pal Kadal. Just now asked the milk ocean. Who asked about the milk ocean just now? Vijay Bharat, right?
I asked like 2 days ago. I think today I don't know who asked.
Oh,
I asked
okay.
regarding about the milk, the ocean one.
So the Shiro Dakshai Vishnu or Sweta Deep is the place where you see the milk ocean. You got it? Pal Kadal. Okay?
Okay, bro.
All right. Now, so now he got a second duty. Second duty. Okay, from here, all the incarnations start coming into Bhuloka. And what is the third commitment he has? He's the one who maintained the universe along with Shiva and Brahma. Not Shiva and not Brahma. Vishnu maintains. So he got three duty as Shiro Dakshai Vishnu. Number one, he is all pervading. He enters into every atom, everything they can activate it. Number two, he enters into every heart as Paramatma or the seer. And number three, he along with Shiva, Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma maintains the universe. Three distinct. You got it?
Got it, bro.
Are you following? Okay.
Prabhuji,
How about you,
is the
Shobha?
milk
Yeah.
of ocean really milk?
Sorry?
Is the milk ocean really milk?
Yes. Really milk. Yes. Yes. All right. That is something you can study in chapter Canto 5, the cosmology.
Okay. Okay.
Under the cosmology, it's going to be very, very, I mean, by the mercy of Krishna, we can understand. Yes, someone say something. All right. There's a place called Meru. All right. Just give you a small understanding. Just a quick, since you asked, right? There's a place called Meru, Mount Meru. All right. The place looks like this, Mount Meru. This is the Mount Meru. All right. Okay. Can you see the drawing? I'm just scribbling here. Let me get a thicker one. All right. Okay. So this is the place called Mount Meru. All right. And the place look like this. Right. So the place looks like, so something like this. All right. When you look at this combination, it looks like, how does it look like? It looks like, what they call guava. Guava, what they call in Tamil, guava? What they call guava in Tamil? Huh?
Koyaka.
Koyaka. What they call in Malay?
Jambu.
Jambu. So this place called as Jambu Dweep. You got it? Jambu Dweep. So it's placed because it looks like a jambu. Actually, the jambu is a Sanskrit word. It's not a Malay word. Jambu. So it's Jambu Dweep, and here is the Mount Meru. In this Mount Meru, so this first layer, second layer, third layer, fourth layer. There's many layers, and all different layer have different types of setup or ocean and all the meanings. All right, like this. All right, here there'll be one particular tree, that produces this thing, and from here the what they call the fruit will drop down here. There are a lot of explanation, very interesting. And sometimes people can think, hey, this one looks like a fairy tale. Come on. Does it make sense? But this has been challenged to NASA. All right. There's a great scientist called Sadaputta Das. I don't know what is Steve Grunner. There's another person. Right. They took all these things and explanation when they explained, the NASA was dumbfounded. Right. For instance, you know this place here? What they call it, Svetadip, right? What they call Svetadip. In a normal cosmology, the Svetadip called as the pole star. Have you ever heard of pole star? That's when the pole star, from there everything starts. Everything emanates from the pole star. Which is the truth. Now they are somehow or other agreeing. That's why now they stop doing a lot of research about understanding the universe. Okay. Anyway, I don't go into that. Okay. Anyway, so now you got it. Okay. So this is Shirodakshaivish. Okay. Now let's look at the next one. Now let's look at the second Chatusloki. The first Chatusloki, what Krishna says, Aham Sarvasva Prabhava. I am the source of all spiritual and material world. Now you understand where the spiritual material will come. Everything emanates from me. That means all the bubble come from me. The wise who perfectly understand this engage in full devotional service, worship me with all their hearts. Now let's look at the next one, the 9th, the second Chatusloki, the next important sloka. Mat chitta mat gata prana bodhayanta parasparam katayantascha mang nityang tushyanti cha ramanti cha. All right. So what is the second thing, second important verse that Krishna says here? All right. He says that the thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service. They derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another, conversing about me. That's the second thing Krishna says. All right. What he says, the thought of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives fully devoted to my service. So they devote their saying. They derive great certain bliss, always enlightening one another, conversing about them. Means they talk about Krishna Katha. They are always talking about the thing, and they take so much of pleasure. All right. So, like the day, that's one Prabhu asked, right? The mercy and this thing. Krishna is not, mercy is given to everybody. Yes. All right. You know, that day in the group, you know, he sent, I think Ratnam or something. Ratnam Prabhu, I think. So, what he said? But here, what Krishna says? God is impartial. He is equal to everyone. God is equal to everyone. But favors his devotee. You must remember that. God is equal, but he favors his devotee. Another example. What another understanding we can have? Right? God, like the king, is equal to the people. He's equal to the, what they call? Equal to the people, the subject.
The citizens.
The citizens, yes, equal to the citizens. But he favors his children. All right. Even there's a citizen is equal to everyone, but he gives some extra care, extra love, extra affection to his wife and children. All right. I just remember about something. All right. Many years ago, when my daughter or son or daughter was young, they were having a kindergarten program. Kindergarten. In the kindergarten program, they invited me as one of the VIP. I went there. There are so many children are singing and dancing. Because that time, you know, I supported them something, so they invited. So they all were singing and dancing. For the betterment of their kindergarten education, all right, the nursery education, I saw everybody equally. But when everybody started dancing, I paid attention to my son. When everyone dancing along, my eyes went to the son, my son. Then, when I saw beside, the man eyes went to his granddaughter. All right. Then, when they were giving the present, You know, they called me up. They said, no, Koino, just give some token and everything. From there, I noticed all the parents. All the parents are not looking at one place. Their eyes are scattered here and there. All are looking at their children. Even they are say that everybody was to come equally, right? It's a kind of it's a kindergarten, right? It's a kindergarten that for Tamil education, you know, they were very poor. So some of us got together and we want to support them with the idea about developing a Tamil-based education kindergarten. But now, when there, everyone's eye were on your different children. Similarly, even Krishna is impartial to everyone, but Krishna pay attention to his devotees. And how to become a devotee of Krishna? He doesn't take anything. You don't need to go to the Jabatan, something, change your religion. No such thing. Raise your hand. Krishna, I'm yours. Just raise your hand and says, Krishna, I'm yours. It's that simple. Right? Enough is enough. I suffered enough. By the mercy of your causeless mercy, somehow or other, I stumble upon Bhagavad Gita. I start to understand my constitutional position. I don't know where to start. Please, I surrender to you. That's it. Krishna will take care. You will be under Krishna's radar. It doesn't take some kind of mumbo jumbo kind of prayers or some kind of, no. Raise your hand and surrender. When Lord Ramachandra, when he saw Ravana, he told, go and tell Ravana, all right? Go and tell Ravana to surrender to me. I'll forgive him all his mistake. He gave a chance. Go and ask Ravana. Ask him to come and surrender. If he surrenders, I'll forgive him of all the things he have done. You know, I'll keep him as my beloved. But of course, Ravana refused anything, right? So it's like that. So there is a second verse to remember. Okay. Now let's look at the following one, the third one. Okay. 10.10. Tesang satata yuktanam bhajatang priti purvakam tadami buddhi yogang ta yena mang upayanti te. He says, those who are constantly, then Krishna says this, those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love. The key point here, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. All right? What does this mean? First, those who are constantly devoted and serve me what? Love. He wants love. He doesn't want you to be afraid of him. He doesn't want you to be scared. Krishna kadal kanna kuthiruvare. No. He wants your love. So what we can understand? Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayante. I give you the intelligence that you can come to. What does that mean? How to understand that? You have a individual relationship with Krishna. You have a authentic relationship with Krishna. When you say, Krishna, I'm yours, when you start to serve him with love, just like, what is the thing? By giving him tulasi leaf, a little flower, little water, fruit, like that. Krishna says, I will give you the understanding. So what you're learning here is overall picture. But how are you going to reciprocate and understand to go back to Krishna? It is something very unique within your relationship, right? Krishna is going to guide you through, right? So there is no standard practice. All right. So according to the standard, you do this, you do that, you do this, do that. We are telling you all the standards that we are recommending to you is what? What is that standard that we are recommending you? What is the idea about the standard? Right? All the standards that we are recommending to you is that you can constantly devote yourself in serving the Lord with love. That is what is our goal. That is the goal of all acharyas. Krishna sent his representative and preach and spread the Sanatan Dharma all over the world through Prabhupada. And Prabhupada all the disciples, they dedicate their life, their young life. When they're 20, 19, 20, they give up everything, become sannyas. And they dedicate their whole life. Not a single day they took a break for the last 50 years. What is the goal? Popularity? Is that goal of becoming a or some kind of success, monetary? No. They all are mendicants. They are monks. They don't have more than 2 sets of dress. Right? They travel the world. Right? They travel the world. Until like my spiritual master is only Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. He had a massive stroke. Underwent a 2 major transplant. Liver and kidney. Suffered as cancer on his head. Oh my God. A man could not suffer to that level. Yet, he kept his promise to Srila Prabhupada. He never gave up. When we are sometimes having here little pain, no need, cannot, you know. Despite his extreme pain, when he came to Malaysia that day to Penang, his intestines twisted. They call colic pain. You know, the intestines in the stomach twisted. The pain that is so horrifying, so painful. You know, the pain that really cannot tolerate. He tolerated. And a week later, he came out from the hospital, want to meet the distinct, and he came there. He never showed any of these things. He just said, you all, go Ranga. What is their goal? What is the goal? Like when you see Bhakti Charu Maharaj, he knows he's taking the biggest risk to go to America during the COVID pandemic. But he says, I am the general. When I see my people are there, I am general. I have to stand in front. That was the final thing that I remember listening to his lecture. He went there. That's it. He left to spiritual world. So they dedicate all their life for what? So that they can convince us to constantly devote yourself to serve Krishna with love. That's it. Now we are doing this program. What is the profit we're going to make? What profit? Nothing. Because the commitment we give to our spiritual master. Right? As how my spiritual master commit to his spiritual master. Prabhupada, age of 69. His Guru Maharaj came to his dream and says, now you can go to America. 69. He went to America with only 40 rupees. I don't dare to go out from my house if I only got 4 ringgit in my pocket. But he went to America by a steamship, had a 2 massive heart attack. He went there, he doesn't know anyone. He don't know to turn left or turn right. And through some contact, he went to one house. Then after from there, he went and stayed with the hippies. The hippie almost to kill him. Right? He was high in drugs. Then another person. Like that, he went all around. At one day, he was sat in the bench, sitting in the bench and just wondering. Right? He was just thinking, then a bum came. There's a bum, you know, that homeless guy came and sat beside him. He just looked at him. Hey, old man, you are wasting your time. No one will listen to you. No one will listen to you. And Prabhupada looked up and just said, you know something? I can see my temple. I can see the devotees. I can see the festival. Only time is separating me. Look at the vision that he had. That time he don't even have a penny in his pocket. Because of the heavy snow, they all supposed to go live in the shelter. You know, sometimes they think the homeless people all thrown to the shelter. Right? So like that. Why? Because his spiritual master says so. Why his spiritual master says so? Because his spiritual master says so. Why? Because ultimately 500 years ago, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the original Radha and Krishna combined, came as a form of devotee. He predicted soon in the future, there will be all in every town and village. The name of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare will be sung every town and village. 1,000 years ago, suddenly Srila Ramanuja Acharya burst out laughing. He burst out laughing. All right. Suddenly everybody asked him why. He just looked up, he just suddenly burst out laughing because he started to see the future. Right? He burst out laughing. Then he said this sloka, I forgot the sloka. Pallandu, pallandu, pala noorayaratandu. I think is that sloka or another sloka. Anyway, if I get the sloka, I'll share in the group. He said, he laughed. Aho! Look at that. Soon in the future, there will be a Vaishnava community that keeps a small tilak. The tilak that Usually you see everybody wears a big tilak, you know, the big one like this, right? They put it. But we are putting a, there'll be this thing, they'll come with a small slim tilak. They will go to every town and village sing the name Hari, Hari, Hari. And because of this, you know what is the joke? Yamaraj got no work to do. He started to see Yamaraj got no work to do 1,000 years ago. Why? Because of all these Acharya's prediction, this is going to happen. The Guru start to sing. So the commitment we take. That's why we need Guru Parampara. It is not some kind of bogus, suddenly one guy suddenly appear, I'm a god. No, no such thing. So what is our goal? To constantly encourage you to devote yourself, to use our best intelligence, best ability to convince you. Try it. There's no loss or no diminution. Just try it for some time. Right? Because after that, Krishna will take over. Because after that, what Krishna says, I will give the understanding by which they can come to me. Then after that, Krishna will take it. My job, our job is just a preliminary. So that's the commitment, right? Now let's go to the next one, right? The next Chatusloki. Tesam eva anukampartam ahang ajnana mam jam tama. Tesam eva anukampartam aham ajnana jam tamaha nasha yamyatma bhavasto jnana deepena pasvata. Someone is muted. All right. Right? So, what he says? Jnana deepena bhashvata. Can you see this? A very interesting sloka. Krishna. Okay, still 27, right? Still, okay, I can finish my own time. So now, what Krishna says, very, very important revelation. I mean, this is the important topic. He said, Etesam eva nukampartam, to show them special mercy. Okay, he says, to show them special mercy. Okay. To show them special mercy. I, dwelling in their heart, in the form of Paramatma, dwelling in their heart, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge. What he destroys? Jnana deepena pasvata. Darkness born of ignorance. Nasyami. Nasyami, nasama pochi. Destroy everything. Right? So that means, all right. Ajnana jam tamaha. Tamaha means more of ignorance. Tamaha. True how? Jnana deepena. The shining lamp of knowledge. Deebangal. Jnana deebam. So what Krishna says, we have to really look at it very clearly. Very, attentively. What he says, number one. He says, to show them special mercy. Right? What Krishna says, I dwelling in their heart. So dwelling in their heart means what? He is staying in you, with you for time immemorial. He knows you very well. He said, at last, I will enlighten you. I will destroy what? Destroy the darkness born of ignorance. Because when we are ignorant, we are in darkness. Nowadays, you see people like to roam around at night. Right? What went wrong? Their ignorance. You know, those days after 7, we don't dare to go out. Some other parents would pull us inside. After 10, everybody should be at home. But nowadays, people love to roam like Namama shop, 24 hours. Eating all the rubbish, 24 hours open. Of course, bringing disease and everything. Right? So, people are staying awake at night and everything because it's ignorance. So, Krishna says to show them a special mercy, I dwelling in their heart, all right, I will destroy. Destroy what? The darkness born of ignorance. The darkness born of ignorance. How are you going to do it? He's going to do it through the shining lamp of knowledge. So, you will be, this is what they call enlightened. Okay? Krishna promises this. Enlightened. If you really look at it, What is the difference between Krishna and you? Can anyone tell me?
Atma and Paramatma.
Jivatma and Paramatma, right? What is the similarity and what is the difference? Shobha? Or anyone? Yeah.
I don't know.
What is the difference?
As Paramatma is in everyone's heart,
Okay.
and Jivatma is only individual soul.
Right. Okay, that's one thing. Well, what is the similarity?
Quantity and qualitatively.
Quantity and quality. Quality, you and Krishna same. Quality. Example, when you take a drop of seawater and the vast ocean, both are salty. Quality is same. But quantity, you are just a drop and there's a vast ocean. Right? So in other words, Krishna is known as Satchit Ananda Vigraha. Sat means eternal. Chit means full of knowledge. Ananda, beautiful. Vigraha. Ishvara Paramakrishna, Satchit Ananda Vigraha, Anadir Adir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam, Satchit Ananda Vigraha, Krishna. And you know, you also are Satchit Ananda Vigraha. You also are Satchit Ananda Vigraha. That means, am I God? No. That means I have that quality, but I don't have the quantity. You know the entire Vedas, the 4 Vedas, the conclusion of the Vedas, the Mahabharata, Ramayana. Just imagine, everything actually you know. Because you are Satchit Ananda, Satchit. You are eternal Chit, full of knowledge. By default, you are full of knowledge. But now, because of the ignorance has covered us, right? So now we are in the situation of what? We are in the situation where we are under the shadow of the ignorance. So the ignorance has totally covered us, right? The ignorance has totally covered us. So we don't understand our constitutional position. So therefore, that's why Krishna says, give them, I will dwell in their heart. I will destroy the darkness born of ignorance through the shining lamp of knowledge. Krishna will reveal himself to you. In order to do that, you must do it through the mercy of your spiritual master. Any questions so far on this? Are you following me on this?
Following, Prabhu.
Okay, good. All right. So, okay, now let's look at the next one, the last one. Okay, now. So what we see, 10.8, 10.9, number 2, 10.10, and 10.11. These 4 verses is the goal of Bhagavad Gita, summary. And for your information, if you can write down the 4 verses in any of your small booklet or what, you keep it with you, it's considered you're carrying the entire Bhagavad Gita. All right? But that doesn't mean you keep the 4 verses enough, no. Keep the Bhagavad Gita and study everything. Right? So this is the Chatusloki. After listening to this, after listening to this kind of confidential thing, Arjuna went into ecstasy. Then now, let's see what Arjuna says. Arjuna Vacha, Parang Brahma, Parang Dhamma, Pavitram Paramang Bhavan, Purusham Shashvatam Divyang, Adi Devam Ajang Vibhum, Ahustam Rashaya Sarve, Deva Rishis Nardas Tata, Asito Devalo Vyasa, Swayang Chaiva Bravishime. Now, out of that ecstatic feeling, all right, Arjuna, he starts to say, Param Brahma, you are the supreme Brahman. Param Dhamma, Dhamma means place. You have a supreme place. Pavitram, you are very auspicious. Paramang Bhavan. Purusham, the supreme enjoyer. Divyam. Okay, now let me see. So now Arjuna said, what he says, oh, you are the supreme personality of Godhead. Parabrahma, you are the supreme personality of Godhead. The ultimate abode. Paramam Bhavan. Bhavan means place. Purest, Pavitram, the absolute truth. You are eternal. You are transcendental. You are original person. Adidem, right? Adidem, original person. You are unborn. You are the greatest. All the great sages such as Narada, Asita, Devala and Vyasa. That means what? Asito, Devalo, Vyasa. Asita, Devalo, Vyasa. All these great sages, Narada, Asita, Devala and Vyasa, they confirm this truth about you. That means Arjuna is saying, I am not speculating. I heard about it before. But you as my friend, I cannot recognize you. Now, you are this. But now, I'm not simply, even Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasadeva confirm this truth about you. And now, you yourself are declaring it to me. So, in Bhagavad Gita, the declaration is what? Krishna, Aham Sarvasva Prabhavo. I am the source of all creation. I am the Supreme Personality of God. We are not simply, whimsically, out of sentiment. Like sometimes they say, I'm a Shaivite, I'm a Ganapatiyas, all that. We are not saying that. We are speaking based on evidence. Evidence-based knowledge. Right? So now you yourself declaring it to me. So now Arjuna, what they call? Krishna, what they call? Arjuna is coming out from the lamentation. Wow! Now after this, his question is going to be fantastic. Let's see. So, text 14. Text 14. What Krishna says, 10.14 to 17, he says, Oh Krishna, I totally accept as truth at all you have told me. Neither the demigods nor the demon, O Lord, can understand your personality. Yes, you're correct. No one can understand you. Indeed, you alone know yourself by your own internal potency. They call Ladini Shakti. Only you know yourself. O Supreme Person, origin of all, Lord of all beings, God of gods, Lord of the universe. 16. Please tell me in detail of your divine opinion. Now what happened? Arjuna is asking another fantastic question. Please tell me in detail of your divine opulence by which you pervade all these worlds. How you do that? O Krishna, O Supreme Mystic, how shall I constantly think of you, ask? And how shall I know you? In what various form are you to be remembered, O Supreme Personality of God? So, Arjuna start to ask this kind of ecstatic question. Then he says, in 10:19, Krishna says, Shri Bhagavan Vacha Hantate Katayishyami Divyahyatma Vibhutayaha Pradanyata Kuru Shreshta Nastyanto Vistarasyatme. Oh, Supreme Personality God, it said, yes, I will tell you my splendor. I will tell you my splendorous manifestation, but only of those which are prominent. Oh, Arjuna, because my opulence are limitless. All right. So, anta vitarasyasti. So, that means my opulence are, what they call, unlimited. But I just tell you certain things that you can perceive. That means certain thing which is prominent. All right. Now, you start to mention. All right. So, now when you look at this, all right. When you study this, you see, of all devatas, Arjuna is explaining, among all the devatas or the demigods, I am Indra. Among the Adityas, I am Vishnu. Among Rudras, I am Shiva. Among the generals, I am Kartikeya. Among Vasus, I am Agni. Among Daityas, I am Praglad. Among dispenser of law, I am Yamaraj. Among the creators, I am Brahma. Cause of procreation, I am Kandarpa. When people see this verse, they start to come to the conclusion, God is same. God is Shiva, Krishna is Shiva, Krishna is Kartikeya, Krishna is Brahma. They come into that mistake. So what is declaring is all the great opulent things that I to be known, that I am to be known, right? Okay, anyway, that's a very detailed, we discuss later. Now, then after that, he said among the nature, among the light, I am the sun. Among the stars, I am the moon. Among the mountains, I am Meru. Among the immovable, I am Himalayas. Among the water body, I am ocean. Among the trees, I am banyan tree, Arsamaram. Among the rivers, I am Ganga. Among the months, I am Margashirsha. What is Margashirsha? Margali month. Today is Margali. I think today is Margali starts. Yes? Is today is Margali? Today or tomorrow? Okay. Tamil Panjangam. December 15. Kartige. Okay. Tomorrow starting Margali. So the entire 30 days of Margali, you can remember Krishna because Krishna says, among the month, I'm Marga Shirsha or Margali. All right. You can offer ghee lamp to Krishna. You can meditate to Krishna. You can chant the holy name of Krishna. And this Marga Shirsha is very auspicious. Among the seasons, I am the spring. Then after that, he says, okay, among the sages, of all sages, I am Vyasa. Among the great sages, I am Bhrigu Muni. Among the sages, among demigods, I am Narada, Deva Rishi Narada. Among the priests, I am Brahaspati. Among the perfected human beings, I am Kapila. Among the great thinkers, I am Sukracharya. Then he says about the animals, among the horses, I am Uchchaishrava, the horse that you can see in heaven, Uchchaishrava. Among the lordly elephant, I am Airavata. The Airavata is the elephant of Lord Indra. All right. Among the cows, I'm Surabhi. Among the serpents, I'm Vasuki. Among many-hooded naga, okay, I am Ananda. You see that? Okay, this is Ananda, many-hooded naga. Among the fishes, I am the shark. Among the beasts, I am the lion. Among the birds, I am Garuda. You'll be wondering, what do you mean I am? Please go and read that verse. Krishna will be telling, among the days, I am this, all right? That's what I'm telling. All right, now, the philosophical truth. Krishna says, among the senses and the mind. Among the senses, I am the mind. Among the living entities, heart, I am the super soul. Among the poetry, I am Gayatri. Not the Gayatri mantra that we all are chanting, Om Bhur Bhuvasva, Tatsavi. No, not that one. This is Kama Gayatri. This is a very Gayatri. This is a secret mantra that only given to the Brahmana. And who is this Brahmana? Not by birth, by qualification. First, you take an initiation. After you take the initiation, after some time you become perfect, you become very clean and everything, then the Guru will give you a second initiation called Brahmana initiation. In that Brahmana initiation, they'll put your thread here and they'll whisper the mantra to your ears. All right? Among the poetry, I am Gayatri. Among the letters, I am A. How many of you here are Tamil educated? Any Tamil scholars educated? Whoever? Is there anyone? Or at least Tamil educated lah. Who study Tamil? Anyone? Shobha Mataji, are you Tamil educated?
No, Prabhuji.
No, huh? Okay. Anyone? No one is Tamil educated. Okay.
No one comes from Tamil school.
No. Okay. Now I ask this question. How many of you know Tirukural? Anyone of you know Tirukural? No one. Uh-oh. Okay, how many of you know the first Kural at least? Of course, the whole Tirukural you may not know. What is the first Kural?
Agara Mugar Tamil, Agara Mugar, Eltella Madi, Bhagwan
Mudatre Olagu. So now, who said Tirukural is nothing to do with Vedas? Who said Tiruvallavar is not talking about Vedas or Bhagavad Gita?
Kamal Hassan from DMK.
Yeah, he's a crazy guy. He talk nonsense. He's only like worshipping Kamal Hassan, Rajinikanth is crazy thing to do, right? All kuttadis. What they know? They don't know anything. They just know how to pretend for the camera because they're living a fake life. Right? And now the DMK government in South India, they all start to criticize. They say, Tirukural is nothing to do with religion and everything. But now let's look at this. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, among the letters, some A, But how did Tirukural starts? Agara Mugara Ilatalam Adi Bhagwan Mudatre Ulagi. The word A, I am the source of all letters A. Agara Mudale Yelatelam. So now we understand where do Tirukural. When you really study Tirukural, you understand the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. But of course, Tirukural gave that thing to the people who are at that kind of environment. Right? Anyway, let's not go into that. So the letters, among the letters, I am A. A means A. Among the compound words, I'm dual compound. Among the signs, I am the spiritual science of the self. Among the logicians, I am the conclusive truth. And among the Sama Veda, I am Brihat Sama. Then, among the Vedic mantra, among the vibration, I am the transcendental Om. When you start to see Om, I am the transcendental Om. I am the vibration. And among the sacrifice, I am the chanting of the holy name. So the sacrifice of Kali Yuga is chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Then, among the Vedas, I am Samaveda. All right, Rig, Yajur, Sama, Adharva. So among the Vedas, Krishna says, I am the Samaveda. Right? So with that, we end the session of 10. So, how we can remember Krishna in all the glorious thing? Please remember 8, 9, 10, 11, the 4 slokas. Right? The Chatur Sloki sloka, please memorize by heart. It's very powerful. Even if you can remember that Chatur Sloki at the time you are leaving the body, you can stand a high chance of getting liberated. So take the RDC formula, read Bhagavad Gita very religiously, thoroughly, word by word, distribute Bhagavad Gita. I'm so happy and grateful to what they call Skanda Balan Prabhu and Bimbla Vadi Mataji, and also Tato Dr. Balakrishnan from Penang. So they have each have taken 2-2-1 bundle. One bundle is 3 books. So if you think you want to make a difference in someone's life, be the instrument of change. Gita, Bhagavad Gita Marathon 2025, Christmas Marathon. Let's flirt your locality. Right? Just think 3 or 5 or 6 of your friends. Just think of giving them a Bhagavad Gita as a Christmas gift. They say, hey, I give you, hey, what do you mean Christmas gift? Right? Just try and see. Hey, since when you celebrate Christmas, it's okay. Christmas is the day that it's a time of giving and accepting gift. So I would like to give you a present and let you have this Bhagavad Gita as a present. You can make a huge transformation in people's heart, right? I've got a goal of doing 100 bundle. Of course, it's not mandatory. It's not that you must come or you're not, what they call, emotionally, or this kind of, oh, you are learning, no such thing. It's entirely optional. But my job is to convince you to take up the commitment. But that commitment, I'm going to convince you through logic and scientific, not emotional. All right, I'm not going to, hey, you come, no such thing. But I have got that goal of doing 100 bundles or 300 sets of Bhagavad Gita, right? So if you think, hey, I want to sponsor, but I don't know where to give, it's okay. You can, if you think you want to do that, we got boys here who go for Sankirtan every Saturday and Sunday. We can deliver the book for free on your behalf. Bhagavad Gita will never go wasted. We can give away to the people who are needy. We don't simply whimsically give to people. We see them. Do you really can't afford it? Sometimes, when you go to do Sankirtan, they say, oh, they'll be looking like, I only got 2 ringgit. I only got 5 ringgit, I'm a student, I just got only few ringgit, but I really want to study. Okay, can you get any website to check? I said, do you really want to study? Yes. Give me 1 ringgit. Okay, I'll take this book. 1 ringgit. Take it. Because somebody has sponsored. But I don't want to give it to you for free. Just give me 1 ringgit and take the book. And make sure you promise me you go and read it. After, I think 1 year later, 6 months to 1 year later, suddenly he came to the temple. And he said, his life totally transformed. Right? There's one boy who wanted to give up. Law student. I think I shared the thing. Right? First year, he failed his paper. He called me up and says, sir, I want to stop studying. I want to change my course. I said, you want to change your law degree? Yeah? What do you want to do? I want to do business. I say, why? No, let me explain to you. Work without attachment, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. Then after that, I told him how to study, some study method. 3.89, 3.9 CGPA. So the PTPTN loan now convert to scholarship. Look at that. That is the power. Yes, Samsung SM055F. May I know who are you, please? Nice team. Yes, Samsung. You raised your hand. Yes, hello. You have to unmute. All right, I've sent you a request to unmute. All right. Okay, anyway. So, take the commitment. Take the commitment. And you will never believe the transformation. Today is already 10th day. we only have another 8 days to go before we complete our Bhagavad Gita. But please, after we complete the Bhagavad Gita, it's not that something that, oh, we are done, is it? So, oh, true, it helps students, yes. Right? So, you have to go and because we are only teaching you, encouraging you the summary. You have to go deep. You study the purport, you study all that, you will understand the Bhagavad Gita better. So, you have any questions, you can ask in the group or you can ask now. Right? With that, thank you so much for your wonderful time. And I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. That's now we open for questions. Any questions? Any comment?
Show me that it's helpful for student. Actually, it's helpful for student. It's true.
Yes, Dr. Valliyamai, you're saying what?
Actually, Bhagavad Gita really helpful for students to this rank.
Help the students.
Students.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Vijay Bharat. Where's Vijay Bharat? Vijay Bharat, are you there? Yes, Vijay Bharat Vijayan. I saw him just now. Yeah.
Prabhu, I just now totally already confused already compare with the Milky Ocean just now Prabhu mentioned, and also the cosmic ocean. Is it one or different?
Different. The cosmic ocean, you're talking about Shirodakshai Vishnu, is it?
Yeah, the cosmic ocean, is it the...
Okay, now it's like this, very simple. Don't confuse yourself. Number one, we talk about Karna Dakshai Vishnu stays in Karna Ocean. Garbo Dakshai Vishnu lives on Garbo Ocean. And number three, Kshiro Dakshai Vishnu, who's in Sweta Dweep, in this Loka, lives in Milk Ocean. Simple as that.
Okay. Okay, I understand now.
Simple as that. Don't complicate.
But
yes, yes. Vijay Bharat.
But what is the, if, for example, if we want to cross the spiritual world, we have to pass through the Garb. I forgot the name.
No, you are floating under the, see, Garbo Dakshai. Garbo is at the bottom of our this thing. We are there in the middle, right?
So
okay. What's the question? You want to go back to Godhead?
It's okay, but I try to read back again later.
Yeah, no, I want to ask you a question. Do you want to go back to Godhead?
Yeah, Prabhu. Yeah. I want to go to Where
are you from, Vijay?
Charas.
Charas. Very simple, Vijay. Start taking up chanting Hare Krishna mantra and start to study Bhagavad Gita and try to distribute 1 or 2 Bhagavad Gita if you can afford. Are you a student or working?
Working.
All right. If you can afford, just sacrifice 100 ringgit, get the 3 books and go and distribute to somebody. You see how your life will. You because as I say, Krishna says, I will give you the intelligence. You will see how the transformations start happening in your heart. All right. Do you have the Japa Mala with you?
Yes, I have.
Are you a regular devotee? Which temple you go?
Well, I will go every Krishna Janmashtami to Old Crab Road.
SGMKL lah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. So try to take up.
Okay.
All right. Try to take up. Chanting. You have a Japa Mala. Chant Hare Krishna. Maybe after we finish our 18-day on the February on what they call on Tuesday, right? Tuesday we're going to finish. On Wednesday we can meet those who wants to take up this bhakti. We can also meet up on this thing, and we can discuss how to kickstart baby step into devotional service. Okay.
Okay, Prabhu.
All right, great. All right. Yes, Shobha Mataji.
Shobha Mataji. Yeah. Sorry, I was unmuted. I just want to understand the Swarga Loka, the planetary systems that you showed the picture. Swarga Loka is above. That's a better plane than Buloka where we are now, right?
Yeah, of course, because there is only enjoyment.
Yeah, why is it enjoyment that I'm a bit confused? Because they should be more realized soul and be
No,
more
no, no.
spiritual and
That's
praying
right.
to go back. But why are they enjoying?
Anywhere within this material world, if you do punya karyangal, according to the Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Yajur Veda, if you do these kind of good things, you feed the poor, you help the needy, all this kind of thing when you do, your destination is heaven. So you go there to enjoy your good act, your piety. Purida?
If we do for Krishna, that means we don't need to go to heaven.
You will pass through heaven. You won't be interested in heaven.
Okay.
Because the effort of going to heaven and effort of this thing is same only. But why you want to bargain for something which is not so interesting, temporary?
Sorry, I'm just a bit confused. They are
No. Okay. Now let's talk like this. Do you have the desire to go to heaven?
No,
No. Why?
because there's teaching of the back home, back to Godhead,
So where is that Godhead? Where?
Golok.
Okay, Golok or Vaikuntha. Okay. All right. So what is the difference going back to Vaikuntha or going to heaven? What is the difference? Vaikuntha is eternal. Heaven is temporary. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah. So you go to heaven, what do? You enjoy. Because still under the material plane, your sense gratification is still very strong. What do you enjoy in heaven? Indra Loka. You enjoy this. Surendra Loka. What do you enjoy? Soma, the alcohol. Then Kama. That is Ramba, Urvarsi, and all these Apsaras, Gandharvas, and all this kind of full enjoyment. After you enjoy, you come just like this. Have you done any MLM business before?
Yes.
Okay. In your MLM business, if you hit certain target, they will take you to overseas.
Yes.
All right. It's just like that. You go, you do some certain business, you hit, maybe you go to Alaska cruise. You go for something fantastic journey. I mean, fantastic, what they call, holiday. So it's just like that. You do something good, you just go there for holiday and come back. So you go for holiday, enjoy yourself, and come back to the reality. Work again, start again, right?
Oh, okay.
So it's just like that. You are going for a recognition of being a good person in this material world. They prepare heaven for you. Huh? Yes, Mr. Saravanan? Okay. Yes. Yes, Shobha. Continue.
Here in Buloka, we have temples and places of worship, right? Is there such thing in Swargaloka? If they are enjoying, they forget Krishna, they
What do you
forget.
think? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm
Well,
clueless.
let's think logically, right?
I think they should be having more beautiful temples than
Let's say like that.
because
Have you attended any wedding in your family, or you're getting married, any of your festivals like that?
yeah.
So at that time, do you think you can think of God, or you think about dancing and enjoying yourself?
Oh, the wedding is in the temple.
Okay lah. You are good lah. Let's say like you're having a party in the hotel,
Oh,
right? All right. Okay, now your reception. Okay, you're not getting married. You're having a reception. You are dressed so nicely. like a Cinderella, and you're going into the dais and everything. At that time, suddenly one priest come and give you sermon. Shobha, this is not true. This kind of dancing is not good. What will you do?
okay.
Yes, whatever, G, get out. I'm here enjoying my life. Okay, get out. Whenever there's happiness and excitement, there is you can't find it. Have you seen temple in Genting Highlands?
No.
What happened if you build a temple in Genting Highlands? Finish, they'll go bankrupt. Nobody will go. I come here to enjoy my life. You're ringing the bell and doing what? What are you doing? Nobody cares. In the place of excitement and enthusiasm, there'll be no prayers.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, welcome. Yes, Samsung SM A055F. Are you going to say something? All right, now let's look at the question here. Jai Sri Ganesh said, Hare Krishna Prabhu, why in earth only we can practice Krishna conscious and go back to Godhead, not in other planet? Very good question. Because Only in Earth planet, you have everything equally. The equilibrium, the balance is here. You have a sober mind. There's not so much of excitement, not so much enthusiasm. If you go up to Indraloka and all the Devaloka, there's a lot of happiness and excitement. In the place where everybody is happy and excited, there is nobody interested for self-realization. If you go down, it's extreme suffering, pain and suffering. There also people won't be interested in this thing. Just when you look at this world itself, the place where it's too rich, like the Arabians, extremely rich country, opulent country, they are not interested in this kind of this thing. They just stick to what they have. They are in Islamic religion, they just maintain that. And that also they don't do it properly. You can see all kind of nonsense happening in that country, even worse, right? But if you go to the place like Uganda or this Ethiopia, where the people are so famine, extremely poor, there also people cannot practice spirituality. So the place which is balanced, like Malaysia, America, all the balanced country, these are the place people can practice the sadhana bhakti or devotional service very peacefully. You got it, Sri Ganesh? Yes. So the Earth planet Burloka is a conducive place to practice sadhana. That's why they say as time goes on, all the devatas will come to the planet Earth to take birth. They come here to take birth so that this is the conducive way for them to go back home, back to Godhead. Okay, got it?
Thank you very much for amazing explanation. Thank you.
Yeah. Can break chant time, Dr. Valliyamai Kasi. What do you mean by break chant time? What does it mean?
Let's see, like completely 18 rounds cannot do one shot. Break that like more.
The best is if you can just continue one shot 16 rounds. 16 rounds, one go is the best. But if you can't, you do in 2 installments, 8. If you can't, you can do in 4 installments, 4 each. 4 in the morning, 4 during the morning break, 4 in the evening, and 4 at night.
No, Prabhu, I really cannot manage the time. So morning will be 4, afternoon will be 4, evening will be 4, night will be 4. This is how I do.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Make sure you do your 16, that's all.
Okay.
But the best if you can do one shot, one go. But if you can't, it's okay. No matter what, go on chanting. All right? Any other question? All good? So tomorrow is going to be chapter 11. It's going to be a mind-blowing chapter. Okay, it's going to be the chapter on the universal form. This universal form is the chapter that I did a lot of research, and I think we will have a lot of discussion, especially chapter 11. All right, the universal form. The universal form is the form that Krishna start to show the real color of material universe. All right, so that's going to be a very interesting topic. Okay, and tomorrow we will be doing live from Namahat Center. All right, Ipoh Namahat Center. We will be live from there. And okay, so I hope that all of you will make it. Okay, and I hope that today the session has been very helpful. Is there any comment about the today's session? Did you learn something? Any takeaway? Oh, it's already 9. All right, if you have any takeaway, please share in the group. As I said that day, okay, we have some like my mentor, like Shanti Rupa Mataji is there. She's there in the group. So all the things that you're going to post, especially your realization, how this chapter changing you, what did you understand, your realization and your questioning. It's fantastic, fantastic questioning. So you can also ask the question in the group, or what you have some realization, that's something that you didn't know, So this kind of transformation, please kindly share in the group. If you think you cannot share in the group, you feel shy, you send to me, I will forward to the group, but of course I won't mention your name. If you don't want me to mention your name, I won't mention, and I forward to the group for everyone's. Your question, your realization, your takeaway going to inspire someone. It is, don't think, oh, I'm showing off. No, you're not showing off. Some certain things that you feel a transformation happening in your life, you are creating an impact for somebody. Huh? Really? What is the said, Wow. Okay, I have to look into it. I realize when someone asks question and everything, I see the people who watch the video, the thing goes up. Like the day, that Prabhu asked the question, we answered and everything. The Chong Prabhu was there, and that particular video, I saw the watch from 1520 went up to 30, 40 people. Say, what they have talked, huh? They go back to the video. Be the instrument to trigger them to at least go back to the video to watch for their own benefit, right? So with that, if there's no further question, I will end my session here. Thank you so much for a wonderful moment. Thank you so much for all the association. You are all wonderful people, wonderful devotees. I'm so inspired, especially I love, like, honestly, before this, I've done these classes. People sometimes don't ask questions. I think like some of the devotees were from the previous batch also here, right? Like Saravanan Jayaraman Prabhu and who else? Cheong Fuk Wing was there from the previous. And yeah, some of the Sadguna Mataji, all were from. They don't ask question. I'll be just talking and just listen. But this is fantastic. Fantastic. So even you can write down the question that you have, even you can ask during the live classes. Don't, yes?
In case this section over, again you have done that seen Bhagavad Gita, still can join, right?
Yeah, definitely. But looks like next year end only. but there is a request for Tamil version. Anyway, let's see. But if I can do, only can do it in the morning, because anyway, let's see. We discuss about that. Ganga Mataji. Is it Ganga Mataji or Prabhu? I think you're coming for the first time, I think. Thank you for sharing, Prabhu. My pleasure, Ganga. All right. So nice. Thank you. All right. So thank you. Have a first time. How you were you all the while in the group, or you just newly joined, or recently added? Thank you. So please join all our session. We got now we are 8. We have done 10. We got another 8 more beautiful chapters to go. All right. So I hope that you can join in all. Where are you from, Ganga? Oh, Klang. Very nice. Fantastic. Okay. Okay. Thank you again. Thank you for your wonderful association. See you again tomorrow. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu
Asyantubevacha Paritanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavyo.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Very nice. Thank you.
Much for that beautiful explanation.
Oh, pleasure, Prabhu. Pleasure. I'm so excited. Yeah.